Okay, so thanks for joining us. Did anybody so for our sip and share, did anybody happen to bring any wine? I'm watering it. Anybody with wine? Oh, sorry, Tanner's resetting. But yeah, look at all the What is this? Oh, Angela's resetting too. I'm sorry. Oh, cabbage. Oh, yum. Bye, Walker. So, and I loved how many people are hopping on tonight. That's awesome. Who is on our call for the first time? I see Mary. Anybody else the first time? The team call virgin? All right. Mary, you're the only one, I guess. Welcome. So basically, tonight I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and this call can only be as good as the input that you share, because it's not about me tonight. It's about us and helping our team. So the sip and share idea, and I'm just going to go ahead and mute everybody. And when you want to talk, you can kind of say me or, oh my gosh, why can't I find it? Manage participants. Sorry, I can't. So when you want to talk, just say me or unmute yourself. It's not formal. You don't have to wait till, I call on you. Feel free to pop on. Use the chat for anything too. All right, so we're going to talk about your AHA coaching moment, 3-week yoga retreat, best time management tricks and tips, health bet, group plans, kind of what you're planning on doing with it, and personal development suggestions. So, oh, Krista said this is her first time too. Yay! Avery, I hope you can hear me. Can everybody else hear me okay? Yeah, okay. All right, so your AHA coaching moment. So this can mean like multiple things to multiple people. For me, I feel like I kind of have a couple, from it was either when did you know this was for you? What happened to change the way that you work your business, treat your business? What happened when you realized that you needed to change your leadership style, whatever it was. So I would love to just hear from you guys. And I'll give you an example of mine really quickly. So my AHA coaching moment would I have two. One was I needed to change my leadership style because, I am a tough love kind of person. I'm like, just freaking do it. Just do it. Like when you ask me what to do, that would be my answer. I don't know, just go do it. I would push. And some people do not like to be pushed. Some people want to be encouraged. Some people need to be motivated. Some people need to be handheld. And if you push them, they are going to be irritated. So, for me, that was a big eye-opener that, I can only have people that I can only push people so much. And if people don't want to be pushed, they're going to be like, bye. So I knew that I needed to kind of take into mind leadership style and different personalities. So I'm making my people that are pushing for team leader take the GEM test. And I'm going to share that on our team page tonight. If you've ever heard of Dani Johnson, has anybody ever heard of Dani Johnson and her GEM test? Has anybody ever taken it before? Know what they are? If you've taken it already, post in the chat what your GEM is. I am a Ruby Sapphire. You always get one that's more, and then you see which one is like your secondary. Ruby is like very business oriented, and then Sapphire is like really fun, and like you might be that kind of person that's late for everything. You wear a watch, it doesn't work, you just wear it for fashion. So I'm like a mix of both of those. But Ruby is very much my like, just get it done, no excuses, no BS. And so when I have somebody that's like an emerald or a pearl, that does not work for them. And I've had people like, you tagging me in things and you pushing me stresses me out. And that was an eye-opener to me. And I had to realize that I can't just push. I need to learn how to talk to other people that aren't just like me. So that was an AHA coaching moment that I had to change. And my AHA coaching moment of, when this was for me was probably when I was in the business. I had been in it. I had been doing it. I kind of saw myself long-term, but didn't really know why. I was just doing it day to day. And then I said to my husband, I said, I really think that I want to go part-time, and I don't think that we can afford it, but I really want to go part-time at my job and really focus more on Beachbody. And I was expecting him to just be like, I don't think that's a good idea. Like, you know, you're really not making enough money to do that yet. And you said, if you want to do it, then do it. And that was kind of like my aha moment. Like, I have somebody else that believes in me enough that is willing to take that paycheck cut and is willing to take the, you know, help me and support me. And if somebody else sees that in me, then I need to see that in myself. So that was kind of like my aha, that like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do this. So either in the chat or, you know, I'd love to hear you guys too. What would you say your aha moment would be with like either deciding it was for you or needing to get changed anything? Who would say like they have an aha coaching moment off the top of their head? I'm going to stop share so I can see everybody.
Oh, hi.
Huh?
Am I unmuted?
Yes, you are.
Okay. I want to say, it's funny that you say that your aha moment was when your husband actually supported you, because my aha moment was kind of the opposite, which is weird. But we were in the kitchen the other day or the other week, I guess. And my husband told me that he thought Beachbody was a scam, but he supported like me, but not what I was doing. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, no, that's not what it is. You don't understand. It's these amazing things. And I'm sitting here going, hey, I'm telling myself this. I really believe in this. I really believe in me. Why am I doubting myself? That's really stupid. Mm-hmm. So that was my aha moment. And then I was like, you know what? I'm all in. I need to bust ass and show everyone just how awesome it is, because it is awesome. And I'm tired of people telling me that it's not.
Right.
That was it.
I love that too. Kind of when somebody says like you just want to prove them wrong. You're like, okay, yeah, when this is paying our bills, you'll see if it's a scam or not, you know? So yeah, sometimes that extra push is good too, you know, because a lot of times, and it wasn't like him saying exactly, you know, that he wasn't supporting you, but in the, you know, as you keep continuing to show him, you bring in paychecks, you're talking to him about the business. And that's the best advice I can give is keep your significant other involved. Or, you know, anybody that's important to you that's, you know, you're talking to about the business, like let them know, like, I sold a challenge pack. What does a challenge pack mean? I hit Success Club 5. What does that mean? Don't think that they don't want to know, because you want to, you know, include them and let them know, like, I want Matt to know, like, this is our business. This is our income. It's not just me. Like, I could not do what I'm doing now without him. I would not be here without his support. So really important to make them feel involved and not just like, oh, that's something that she does. Regardless, like Matt doesn't work the business, but he knows enough to get by, to tell people, to get referrals, and to get people to me. And he's done a really good job at that. So yeah, just make sure you include him and talk to him about it more too. Cool. Anybody else? Alexis, so what about Summit was your aha moment?
Sorry, I have wild children on me tonight. Just really hearing all of the like speeches from everybody who have, you know, started at the bottom and worked their way and became really, really successful. You know, like I think I had believed that it was possible, but I hadn't heard enough personal stories of people actually making it and being able to really stay home with their kids and bring their husbands home. And I don't know, that just made me feel like it really was possible. And I got a lot of support from my fiance, you know, going to Summit and coming home. And, you know, he's like, you know, that'll be you one day up there. And like, that was really cool to hear from him.
Oh, I love that. That's so fun. Let's see. Yeah, I just shared the gem test in our team page. It's Danny Johnson Gem Test. Brittany said my moment was working every weekend at the jail. So what do you mean by that? That was like you realized that you needed to make Beachbody work. What do you mean by that, Brittany?
That's when I signed up as a coach. I was like one of the scaredy cats. Didn't want to coach because I felt like I didn't know enough myself. And then one day my boss called me from the jail and I was at school and he's like, hey, like the midnight shift nurse called off. Can you come in? Or, you know, he like, and it happened all the time. And I'm like, oh my God, like I need to quit this part-time job because like it was just so stressful. Like I was at nursing school Monday through Friday and then worked every single weekend at the jail. And I was like, I know that I would be a good coach. I just need to go for it. So, and here I am, and I quit the jail. So,
yay! That's so exciting, Brittany, for you. Megan says, mine is my boss's job is on the line for no reason. I don't want to have to worry about that. Why don't I understand what that means? Your boss's job?
Yes. So I work for a corporate office, obviously, and, you know, they micromanage everything. So it's just like silly stuff that you could just lose your job for no reason and be fired. And I don't want to have to like worry about people watching over my back and stuff like that. I just want to be able to do what I like to do and not have anybody have to tell me any differently.
Yes. Okay. What do you do right now?
I'm a retail manager.
Okay. And Sarah Smith used to do that too. So yeah, and it's crazy hours, it's long hours, you know, you're always there on holidays and things like that. So definitely, what is your goal for, do you have a goal for transitioning into Beachbody? You have a goal timeline?
Not officially yet.
Okay, so have it tonight and then post in our team page.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna just chime in. I don't know if you could hear. Can you hear me?
Yes, go.
A huge one, and I think it kind of goes well after what Megan said, but like I would keep every single holiday, I would like have to pinch myself and realize that how awesome it was after coming out of retail. And I would be like, Memorial Day would come around and I'd be like, in this moment, be in this moment, and realize that this would have never happened if one, you know, beforehand. And it was the first Christmas and the first Black Friday and all of these, the holidays that came along that make you realize like where you came from and remembering that. And another, like a huge aha moment for me was actually this summer. We had probably the roughest transition of all of the moves that we've made, a bunch of things going on, and all I wanted to do was work. And in that moment, I realized that, you know, my passion for this was stronger than ever because I could have taken a step back. I could have sat on the couch and just enjoyed, you know, moving and nursing my dog back to health, but all I wanted to do was work and apply myself to my business. And that made me affirm that I was doing the right thing, because if it was my old job or anything else, I would have been like, I don't care, I'm taking all this time off, whatever. And I so did not want to do that whatsoever, even given all of the personal circumstances that were going on. So that was huge for me. And I was like, well, I'm doing the right thing. I'm in the right place, because that's, you know, pretty huge. So.
I love it. Does anybody else have anything they want to add to that? Okay. Nicole said that she had a ton of new followers on Instagram in 2 weeks just by adding value and got her first coach as a stranger. That is awesome. And her first month of as a coach. That is so cool. So good job, Nicole. All right.
Thank you.
Let me share my screen again. There we go. Okay. So then I want to talk to you about the 3-week yoga retreat. So this is on BOD now. I was going to do it today, but I really wanted to do, I was 21-day fix, my lower fix. So I needed some weights in my life, but I think I will probably kind of be incorporating this into my end of pregnancy. And anybody that likes yoga, this is huge for us because we've never had a strictly like yoga program with Beachbody. You can't consider PiYo yoga. You're still sweating, you're still working your butt off. Not that you're not working your butt off with yoga, but it's not that like yoga feeling that a lot of people want. So this is a whole new market of people that you get to work with. So this was the schedule. So like every day they have something. Some are like Sundays are 10 minutes. And then most of them are anywhere from, I guess they're all about 20 to 30 minutes. So, and it's cool because there's 4 different trainers. So you've got the foundation week. You've got this dude, I have no idea how to say his name. Expansion week is Elise, progression week is Ted, and then on the weekends you've got Faith. So it's cool because you're going to see different styles of yoga too, because yoga can be so just monotonous. So it's really cool that they have different people. This is free on Beachbody On Demand to anybody that has the Beachbody On Demand. So, if they have that club membership, they have access to Beachbody On Demand. If they buy a challenge pack, they have access to this their first 30 days. If anybody is already a club member, or if you guys have that club membership, you're going to have access to this too. So I went in and took some screenshots of the weeks so you could kind of see the time. So this is week 1, and it's anywhere from 10, 20, 24, 28, 31, 32. So, but they're all about 30 minutes. Same thing on week 2. I'm not really sure. Has anybody looked into this? Because it says take 10 a.m., take 10 p.m., take 10 abs. So I guess maybe I haven't really looked at what that means. Let's see what the schedule said. Pick one or all. So yeah, you can do one, you can do all 3 is what they said for the weekend calendar. So it's pretty cool that it's just about 30 minutes. And if you want to take 10 minutes on Sunday, you can do that. Okay. So questions about 3-week yoga retreat. Does anybody have any questions, or has anybody done it yet? You can do it whenever. I did it today when it was awesome. Made me feel great. Okay, cool. But yeah, no, it's on BOD for good. It's a new program, all strictly on BOD. The other programs that you can access on BOD are T25, Hammer and Chisel, Turbo Fire, P90X, P90X2, P90X3. Those all have the entire program. Is there anything else I'm missing? Everything else is a sample, like one workout, and then there's some BOD exclusives. Like I was looking, there's some from Joel, there's some from Jericho. So anytime you want to go in there and just like try something else, go in there and see. There's some BOD exclusives that are really cool, that are programs literally only available on Beachbody On Demand. Yeah, and talk it up. Even if you're not going to start it right now, maybe your challenge is to do it. Tomorrow's Friday. Do it either in addition to yours or do it in exchange for your workout, and post about it, talk about it, and talk about how you're so excited that this brand new yoga program that Beachbody's never had to offer is out, because that's a whole new market that's just waiting, to be tapped right there. So, any questions or anything about the 3-week yoga retreat? Okay, so yeah, just start talking about that. What you can do is does anybody have any ideas if that they want to share on how to go about sharing that with your current challengers? Or people you could do like a contest and say, hey, anybody that tries out the 3-week yoga retreat today and shows either a video or, a picture of you doing it gets entered into a contest, so that you're, making them kind of try it out and do something. That would be kind of cool. You could even do that within your health bet. Yoga day, switching it out for yoga day, and just encouraging people to try it. So, don't ever think that people aren't going to want to do it. If yoga isn't your thing, that's fine. Same thing with like Country Heat. If that wasn't your thing, that's fine. But there's people on your list that need that. So, talk about that. All right. If you guys have any other questions, then let me know. So next thing I'm going to talk about, and I really need you guys to chime in on this part, is your best time management tips. So for me, my number one thing is the first thing I do in the morning is I get my power hour in. Except today, I slept in for 2.5 extra hours and I haven't even done my power hour yet. So, but normally every day at 7 a.m. Eastern time, we are all live on Zoom. You can either do it then or whenever fits your schedule. And I love getting it done first thing in the morning. Feel free to post any of your things in the chat. But, Danielle, you slept in too. Good. I didn't wake up till 9:30. I woke up this morning at like 6 and everything hurt. I felt miserable. So I was like, no, I'm going back to bed.
I did too.
Okay, good. Glad I was still.
Yep. And I woke up at 10. It was bad.
I had a million notifications. They were like, April, wake up. April. I'm like, sorry. 4:30 a.m. power hour. Stop it. It just says user. Who is that? Who is that crazy person? I don't even know. Oh, Heather. I knew it. Why are you user and not Heather? She's crazy. And she's Central Time. So that would, yeah. So that'd be 5:30 my time. No. Thank you though. But you're crazy and you're awesome. And you hit Success Club, what, 12? What did you hit this month? 10? I don't know. You're crazy. I guess last month. Good job. Buffer. Yes, Buffer is amazing. And a virtual assistant, schedule, plan, everything, to-do list. Ashley, literally, she has 3 kids under 3 years old. So like freaking, if she can do it, you can. She just had her 3rd kid and she is on this call right now. She is still posting. She is still in her challenge groups. Honestly, like everybody has the same 24 hours in a day, and don't think that you are too busy, because you are not. Everybody is busy. It's what you do with those hours. So Buffer virtual assistant. I have a virtual assistant that I use, and I've shared her with a ton of people. I use both Christina and Michelle. Michelle does all my graphics and Beachbody reports and things like that. And basically anytime I'm like, hey, can you make this event? Hey, can you make this graphic? And I used to do that all myself. And now I'm just like, boom, 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 and it's done. And Christina schedules all my posts on my challenge groups. So, if you ever need anybody, we have a couple people that I can suggest to you too. Plan your month ahead of time. So where am I looking? Okay. I can't see me. I'm trying to move this over. So plan your month ahead of time. So this is my September calendar. I've got a wall calendar. So I know exactly what's happening. So you can't see this per se, but I know that I have a health bet starts on the 5th. And my 5-day clean eating group starts then. My Post Like It's Your Job group for people starts. My Faith and Fitness Challenge group starts. My 3-day sneak peek starts. My Post Like It's Your Job. And then I've got Post About Clean Eating highlighted in yellow. Post About Faith and Fitness Challenge group. So not only am I saying what is happening, I'm reminding myself when to post about it. Because for 2.5 straight years, more like 3 years, I would be like, oh crap, my 5-day clean eating group starts tomorrow. Who wants to join me? And that's not okay. That's not going to get you the results that you want. So it's really important to also remind yourself when to post about things. A virtual assistant can do literally anything you need, anything that you don't have to be doing. Building relationships, talking to people, inviting people, you have to do that. But your virtual assistant can literally do anything. I have to make a list of everything mine does, but I have gotten rid of 25 hours a week of stuff that I have made them do and not me. So the longer that you're a coach, I do a lot of things that are based on training and other things. So I have more than somebody that's a new coach maybe, but you as a new coach can still have somebody, do things for you, run your challenge groups, keep track of things. Hey, keep track of weigh-ins. Many people participated, they win your weekly prize, whatever. Just finished my template for my challenge group the other day. Yeah, and you can even have, I have a template, and then as I'm going, I have my assistant, I'll be like, can you find more recipes for me? So every day she's like, post your breakfast below. She shares a recipe with that. So nice. Yeah, but your template for your challenge group is awesome. There's a 21-day fix template I have in our team Google Drive if anybody needs. Ashley says that her Christina tallies all the posts in her challenge group to give her a daily participation board, a list daily of who didn't post the day before, so she can messages to keep an eye on. And Rachel does the most difficult things first, which is so important. That's that eat that frog. And basically, those hard things, those things you don't want to do, those are the things that are going to move your business forward. there's awesome challenge group guides on the My Challenge Tracker, one for every program, one for multi-program groups. I love those, but I would probably recommend changing them out to make sure they don't sound scripted, because sometimes if you get things straight from Beachbody, they sound very scripted. So make sure they sound like you, but take them and use them as a template, definitely. With people that have kids, write out everything. Schedule it in, pencil in everything, your workouts, taking your kids to practice, family time, power hours, everything. A posting schedule is really helpful. I'm going to shut up. You tell me. I don't have kids. I need you guys to tell. I do this full time. Right now I don't have kids. I feel like I have all the time. And so sometimes that's a bad thing, especially that it's 7:30 at night. And I haven't even done my power hour for no reason other than like I've literally done nothing but like be on the phone and eat all day today. So if you guys, I want you to share your tips. So this is the sharing part. So talk to me.
Okay, I'll do it. Ow! I'm sorry. My daughter's pulling my hair out. Hold on. Ow! Okay, sorry. So yes on everything, and if it's not written down, I just don't get it done, period. Last night was my birthday, and I was at my friend's house, so I brought my to-do list with me. And my husband left my purse there, and my to-do list was in my purse. And I needed it so badly that I had my friend take a picture of it and send it to my phone. So that's like the biggest thing ever, is write everything down. That's my biggest tip for people with kids. I don't know what the biggest tip would be for anyone else, but
Do you time block it? Do you plan it out like by time, or what do you do?
Honestly, with I don't know how you said somebody else had young kids, but for my kid, if I write it out by time, it doesn't work because she just takes up whatever time she feels like. So I need to be more flexible than that. I write it out what needs to get done, and then I label what's most important. So I don't know if anybody else has read Eat That Frog, but it's the best time management book ever. And he suggests doing things by letters. So the most important would be A things, and the least important thing would be C things. And as long as you have an A thing still on your list, you don't do anything else. You go A, B, C. And so instead of doing time blocking, I label it by most important to least important. And then I do as much as I can when I can do it, period. That's all I can say. Because sometimes I'm stuck with her on my boob and I can't work out until like 12 o'clock at night, but I'm sitting there on my phone messaging people or something.
Yes. So, Nicole and Mary, did you mean to raise your hand? Because you can talk and you really don't have to raise your hand.
I didn't want to just jump in.
Go for it.
Okay, so I'm a new coach. Obviously, this was my first month, and I hit all my goals, and the beginning was kind of rough. I ran my first free challenge group, and I found that really quickly I was losing track of time. My son is 9 months old, almost 10, so he's starting to get really mobile at this point. I can no longer leave the room without him just sitting on the floor, because that doesn't happen. And I lost track of the days, like big time. I was forgetting to post things. I wasn't putting as much value into the group as I wanted to. So what I did for this coming one was I made my template so that all I have to do is copy and paste. And I've learned to really control my day. Like nap time is my power hour. I found the best way to work for my situation with having a younger child is I work out while he's still awake right before his first nap of the day. Like he usually goes down for 10 o'clock. So I know by 8 o'clock, I need to be in my workout gear, ready to go, give him a snack so he's not screaming at me while I'm working out, and work out while he's up so I can put him to sleep as soon as I'm done and I can shower in peace, and then bust out a power hour for the next hour that he hopefully sleeps. But that's helped a lot as far as managing my time and just really planning, like doing things around the house and cleaning while he's awake, because I can concentrate on those while I'm playing with him and carrying him around. And then when I put him down for his nap, to really focus on my business, because having conversations with people and emailing and posting takes a lot of my attention. that is not on him at that time, and he does not like that. So this way I have a balance of still being able to get done everything in the house, doing the laundry and all the other crap in the house, but being able to really focus on my business while he's sleeping. So I found that was really, really helpful for me. Nap time, power hour.
And I feel like so many moms, that's, either that's their time to work out or power hour is so important. So just make sure that I know, and there will be days where you need a nap, and that's okay.
Last week.
That was you last week? Yeah. There will be times that you need that nap at the same time, but for the most part, just like knowing that you're thinking about your why will bring you back to the reason that I'm going to do it when I don't feel like it, and I'm going to make time when I don't have time. So you have to listen to your body, and sometimes you're going to need that nap yourself, but really focusing on pushing yourself to do the things that you don't want to do is what's really going to move your business forward. Angela said, Nicole, if you already have your posts made, put them into Buffer to post automatically for you. And that's also something you could hire. You're muted now. But that's also somebody you could use a virtual assistant to do too, because it does take some time to do that. And I used to wake up every morning and post, copy paste. Everything was in my Evernote. Evernote is an awesome document. Has anybody ever heard of it? You can access it from your phone and your computer, and they talk to each other. And I used to like copy and paste everything into challenge groups and every morning. And I just love that I don't have to do that anymore. Let's see. Nap time is perfect, but definitely planning before they go down for the nap. I have a 21-month-old. Yes, planning trumps everything. Power hour during naps, work out with the babies. It makes good vibes, pictures, and entertain them, even if you're a jungle gym. True. I love Ashley's videos with her babies hanging on her. Working full-time, you have to work around that. On the way to work, does anybody else have any full-time tips? On the way to work, I listen to my PD, drink my shake. At lunch, I do my messages. On the way home, I am either talking to people on the phone or doing more personal development, turning into a call or something like that. And what I would do is I would write my contacts out the night before so that at lunch, I only had a 30-minute lunch. I didn't even get an hour lunch break. So I was like trying to get out as many messages and follow-ups as I can. So when I know who I needed to message and it was in my planner, that was so helpful instead of being like, who should I message today? And scrolling through Facebook and wasting time. All right. So if you guys have any other time management tips, just go ahead and if you think of anything else, just put them in the chat. I am going to go on to the next thing. What do I have? Personal development tips. I can't focus. Where do I need to move myself? There. Okay. So my favorites for newer coaches, Compound Effect is like definitely one of your first should-do list. Compound Effect, I believe, is Darren Hardy. And correct me if I'm wrong on anything, guys. 10X Rule is awesome. That's Grant Cardone. He's basically just talking about massive action and just doing the things that other people won't do to get you the results that other people won't have. Grant Cardone is awesome. He's a no BS kind of person. So I really fell in love with him. Tanner also really loves his stuff too. So I think no, never mind. I was going to say you and Chaz are doing something with him. What do? You listen to his radio or his podcast? What do you listen to something else by him that I don't have here? Tanner. Is she not there? I'm not looking at my screen.
It was on full screen and I had to go to unmute. No, we like paid for a thing that we're listening to from him, but he does have awesome podcasts too.
What are you listening to from him?
I don't know what it's called.
I know you said it. I just couldn't remember what it's called either. Okay.
I can't remember. I'll let you know.
Okay. So, and then GoPro is awesome. That's Eric Worre. And that's really cool. It talks about like closing, how to talk to people. Go for No, which Rachel was talking about. I can't remember who that is, who wrote that. But that one is awesome. It's basically like you want to go for no. The more no's, the better. And Rachel made a goal of You're a Badass is on my list. Oh, okay. So you she made a goal that she wants 90 no's a week. Do you know what 90 no's a week is going to do to her yeses? That's going to be amazing. So she wants those no's because for every no is another step closer to getting a yes. So that's the kind of like mindset you need to have. Eat That Frog is really cool. Oh no, that was what you were talking about. Sorry, I just got confused. Eat That Frog is like, do the hard thing first. For me right now, that's working out. And because I don't know why, but ever since I'm pregnant, I've just like, it's not been on my priority list. It's not the most fun thing to do anymore. And so for that, I push it. And the later it gets, the less likely it is to happen. So I need to do that first thing. Entrepreneur Roller Coaster is Darren Hardy. Have I been saying that for everything? But I think that really is Darren Hardy though. That one is really cool. I love Audible, Audible. It's an app you can download. The first 30 days is free, and then it's about $16 a month after that, and you get one download of a book a month, which is awesome. And most of these are all on there. If You're Not First, You're Last by Grant Cardone. That's another good one. Girl Code is really cool. Just basically talking about like entrepreneurs, confidence, believing in yourself. You're a Badass is really great for confidence. That is Jen Sincero. Relentless by Tim Grover. I'm listening to that now, and that's really cool. He is actually a trainer for, I think mostly basketball. I think he does multiple sports, but he is a trainer, especially gets them back mentally and physically after injuries. And he is just really, really cool. And basically saying like, you're not going to be the same when you come back to the game. You're going to be better after working with me. And he's just a very no BS kind of person. Millionaire School, Sarah and Tanner and Brooke and I are doing this, and I think a couple other people are going to hop on as well. This is by Matt Morris. It's you do have to pay for this one. You can split it with people if you'd like to. I think Sarah and Tanner, if you're on her team, reach out to them. I think they were doing something for their team to do that, and then I want you guys to kind of talk about that also, some takeaways from that, because we've been doing that and it's just been amazing because it's literally geared towards network marketing, which is just perfect. And Smart Success, which is Shalene Johnson, and you get modules for that, and you also get a ticket to the live event with her. And we went there in March, and I've gone 3 years. She's just amazing. It really helps you in focusing with your business, and she gives you like action items that are really helpful. So does anybody want to add what their personal development favorites are, their suggestions? I'm going to look in the chat. Why Men Love Bitches is one of my absolute favorite self-help books about love relationships, but you can apply it to anything. It teaches you how to not care what others think about you and just be you. Oh, that's cool. I've never heard of that one. Danielle's re-listening to GoPro again, and it's insane how much of a basically step-by-step guide it is to be a successful coach. Yes, GoPro is awesome. I'm at 18, so I've got a lot of 18 no's so far from Rachel. That's awesome. Infinite Possibilities. Yeah, Avery suggested that one. I haven't read that one yet. So I want Sarah and Tanner to tell us a little about their takeaways from Millionaire School, because it's seriously, don't give me that face, Tanner. It's seriously been so much fun. We've had so many like conversations just about it. And so guys, what would you say some of your takeaways have been so far this week? I've been really proud of myself, of them. They're sticking to it every day. So what would you say was kind of like your takeaways?
Okay, I'll go first. It's just, I mean, what I'm up to right now, and I think that something that I struggle with a bit, and I kind of always have like a seed in the back of my ear, is negativity. And negativity that comes from family or, you know, outside parties that post ridiculous things to social media. And it just really is, like you said, it's all about network marketing. So what's awesome and what I've taken away so far is that it teaches you about network marketing. So when you're sitting in a room and you want to have like an intelligent conversation about it, it teaches you like where the business started, some statistics about it, what it is in the business world, and where it levels with people. It also is a lot of confidence building. So it helps you realize that when you're talking to people, and maybe, and he basically says, like, you're going to run into those people who are going to be negative about it. But he talks you like off of that, and in relation to network marketing in general. I screenshot the quotes a lot because I think that they're really good. But one of the ones that I loved, and this is kind of just what I'm up to so far, but he also is going to be talking a lot about, I'm sorry, my dogs are going crazy, of course, but he's also going to be talking a lot about like awesome closes for conversations and stuff like that. And but this is what we've kind of got up to so far. And a big one that I took away the other day when I was listening was that if you want to, consider the opinions of other people, ask yourself if you would want to live their life. Mm-hmm. So the people who give you a hard time and have something to say about your business or anything like that, like look at their life and say, like, would you be willing to live that life? Would you be, is their opinion worth something to you in that respect? And that was really huge. And then it talks about, like, what does it take to win in the business? 4 great enemies, which is awesome. Oh my gosh, don't get dogs. But it talks about deception, rejection, dream stealers, and attrition in the business. And just a bunch of stuff. I just love it. I love module 2. I'm on week 2, and it's just been really awesome so far. I can't say enough. Like, every single day I have these amazing nuggets. I might even go back and listen to them again because I just feel like you can't even absorb it all on the first go around. So he's different. He's not an author that we hear all the time. He's a different voice, a different opinion, and he's run a bunch of different network marketing businesses, and he talks about all of that. And I just think it's really awesome. Sorry about the dogs.
You're fine. Tanner, yeah, I agree with all of that. I love it. And I'm trying to put a couple screenshots into a thing. Tanner, what would you say your your takeaways so far have been from it?
Well, Sarah pretty much covered them all. So I'm trying to find something different here. I don't know. I just really like that his whole first week is about mindset. And I truly believe, if your mind isn't right, you're not going to go anywhere in this business. So I really like that he totally just breaks it down from, reprogramming your mind to think the right things, to talk to it's all the way to, talking to yourself the right way, treating yourself the right way. Because if you don't have that foundation, you're not going to get anywhere. And like Sarah said, there's just so many good little nuggets that I just I keep screenshotting things and throwing it in my team page because he has so many things to say that it's kind of so obvious, but so it never hit me until doing these modules and stuff. So I mean, really, I'm trying to look through my notes, guys. I would just sit here and read the whole damn thing to you. That's really all I can do. But yeah, it's just great. I just like that he starts from foundations, getting your mindset right, to actual tangible steps, because that was something that I needed before I started this. I just kind of felt stuck. I remember I was crying to Chaz that night. And he's like, "Whoa, what if you did this?" And I was like, "What the hell is this?" And then I was like, "I don't know what this is, but I need it." And he's like, "Buy it right now." So, I mean, it's just great. It's been the exact guidelines that I've kind of needed to start doing some new things. So.
Yeah, and you guys can kind of see, so I put together a couple of screenshots that I think I just took these today. And he says this was the grandma test. He said, if you're not willing to talk to the people that you know about your product, you need to go find a product or a company that you are. You know, if you're not willing to talk to your family, your friends, and you're like, "Oh, but they might think I'm salesy." Well, your warm market is everything in the beginning. So if you're afraid to talk to people that matter, go find a business that you can talk to them about, because you have to believe in it and you have to feel confident that they need this in their life. Another thing that was really cool was kind of seeing this. This was really eye-opening to me, that NFL gross every year $9.5 billion a year. So that's basically what they bring in. The music industry, $16.5 billion. Movie industry, $80 billion. Network marketing, that's like all network marketing combined, $178 billion. So it's recession proof. There's, he showed graphs where it doesn't matter what's going on in the economy, that network marketing is constantly growing. It's not something that's, it's not going anywhere. It's literally bringing in more than, all of those other things combined. So that was really cool to kind of see that. And I had no idea. Like, you think movie industry, NFL, music industry, they're so huge, and network marketing. I think it was like Advocare is like $10 billion a year itself. And because that was started sometime in like the 50s, because it's been around so long. So really cool. And then this one was, what does it take to win? Like winning in network marketing. Be willing to accept a temporary loss of social esteem from ignorant people. So like people that don't know how awesome your product is, they might say no because it's not on their priorities right now. And that's okay. Like, don't worry about it. You're not focusing on them. You're focusing on the people that want it and just getting it in front of them. It's your job to ask them. If they say no, fine. It's not no right now. It's not no forever. It's no right now. Get rid of any emotional attachment to someone saying no to your opportunity. Ooh, I'm going to mute everybody. So, fear is temporary. Regret is forever. If you're afraid to ask somebody, then no, they're not going to sign up with you and you're not going to grow your team. And if you're afraid to share your story, you're afraid to do this, or you're afraid to do that, then you're not going to do that why that you have, that you're not going to inspire people. You're not going to change lives. You're not going to quit your job. You're not going to provide for your family because you're afraid. It's just crazy. It's silly. So decide to be a network marketing professional. I don't care if that is laughable to you right now. Decide in your head that you are going to, and you're going to treat it like a business, not a hobby. To grow your income in network marketing, you have to grow yourself. That's why personal development is one of our vital behaviors. And create a big, hairy, audacious goal. So a BHAG, or what does Chalene Johnson call it? A CRAFL, crazy, ridiculous, awesome, amazing, fun-filled life, or something like that. Whatever you want to call it, create that and write it out. And I actually wrote it out, like what that meant to me, what my life would be. And that's that. You have to have that in the back of your mind and know that's why your why needs to be powerful. My why was to quit my job, to bring Matt home from his job. I did that. And then I was at a lull in 2016 because I didn't have anything else to work for. So it needs to be evolving, ever changing, and something that makes you wake up with a fire in your belly to get to work. And the only way you can fail in network marketing is to quit. So just don't quit. And then I wanted to share this really quickly too, because especially for people that are trying to figure out who to talk to, your cell phone list, go through that cell phone, see who you can talk to. Biz cards, if like you have anything in your home, like people that have given you your business cards, they've, whether it's for a Tupperware party or it was somebody that was like gonna clean your windows, like whatever. Social media, so you can actually print out your Facebook friends list. And he said to do that, and that's a kind of a really cool thing to do. That's on my to-do list. And then what else was it? People you do business with. So your hairdresser, I talk to people when I go to get my car service. Like I've given samples to them. I've invited people at the grocery store. So just knowing how to find people and how to talk to new people. Another thing I found today that I really loved is he said, every dud knows a stud. So you may have a coach that you signed on and, maybe they were gung-ho, they were so excited, and then they just kind of lost that flame. But they know people. So, even if they recruited one person and then they decided, it's not really for me, that one person might be a rock star. So I really love kind of that mindset too, that you know, you may, and that's why it's important to write everybody down too, because you may think, like, Bob is so overweight and so not into fitness and he makes fun of my post. Why would I write his name down? Well, writing Bob down might make you think, oh, but his cousin is really fun and she like runs marathons, so maybe she'd be interested. So that's why it's so important to kind of like write everybody down, because it's going to help jog your memory for other people too. All right, so does anybody else have any PD things that they want to talk about, or anybody? Trying to go through the chat. Let's see. All right, so I don't really see anything else, but our surge starts at 8 o'clock. So we are going to, I'm going to hop on that. I'm going to post about that. Again, I'll bring that post up. Carl's going to go live in the, what is it, Coach Beachbody Coach 411 group. I'll share that. I'll bump that post to the top. So he's going to go live from 8 to 9:30. I'm going to watch that while I eat my dinner because I haven't ate yet. So I'm going to hop off now, and I want you guys all to go over there, and I'll post the link again in our team page because he is so motivating. He brings the heat. It's going to be awesome. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to load this call up to YouTube. I'll post it tonight. Thank you so much for hopping on, and if you need anything at all, we are here. Thank you for participating and not looking at me like I have 10 heads. So I thought this was really fun, and I hope to do this again once a month and have you guys participate. And if you guys want to give me thoughts on what kind of topics you want to talk about, we can do that too. So bye.